Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stock market technical analysis. We're going to get right into the charts, looking at what we got going on in the markets and looking for that opportunity. If you guys are new, drop me a thumbs up. I do appreciate that. Also, I put together a stock market technical analysis course, link in the description below. That really goes through all these concepts in about 4 hours or so of video trainings. I break it out by concept, and that's available. So check that out. Link in the description below. And then finally, just to announce, I did create the membership. This is a membership for members that are, or subscribers that are, one, looking for access to my Saturday live streams. So on Saturday, I go through stock chart picks. You bring any chart you want me to look at. You bring any, just your general questions. And on Saturday, for about an hour, we'll do a live stream. So that is access, that will be available for members. And then also I will send out kind of individual trade ideas, unique trade ideas that I see for members in the membership as well. I'm still going to continue to put out trade ideas for the general channel, but there will just be some additional trade ideas for members that I see. Finally, I am also working on putting together a Discord, kind of a Discord chat channel, where members, and this will be for the members, they will be able to get in there and chat about stocks and things, and then I will come in there and occasionally let you guys know if I'm buying a position or taking, or selling a position, or just interesting things that I'm seeing in the market in a little bit more of real time. No guarantees that I'm going to be in there all the time. I'm definitely not going to be monitoring it, all day, every day. But if I'm looking at the market and I see something interesting, that's one way I'll be able to communicate with everyone who is a member pretty quickly. So I am working on putting that together, trying to get that cooked up and connected, and I'll provide that that will be available for all the members. Guys, if you're interested in the membership, if you go over here to YouTube, this is just one of my last videos. I think you'll notice there should be this join button right down here, kind of next to the subscribe button. There's this little join button now, and you can sign up there. It's not free, but it's really cheap. I just wanted to, it's $5 a month for trade ideas, live streams on Saturdays, and kind of actionable information through that Discord. For now, before I get that Discord set up, I will be submitting community posts that will go out to the members. I submitted one this morning talking about IWM, and I want to point that out real quick as we get into these charts. IWM on the hourly chart. So look at this. This is your bearish rising wedge that I marked out on the hourly. You've got negative divergence right there on the PPO indicators. I can never grab that right here on the PPO indicators. And this morning, what they did is they to me, it looks like they're running stops right here. They basically popped it above this bearish rising wedge pattern. And what I said in the community or in the member post was, okay, pretty good probability that this is a stop rate and it's going to fail here and roll over. And that's what I pointed out this morning. And here it is right there. So already kind of rolling over. I suspect as I zoom in, you can kind of see they're still trying over these last few hours, still trying to hold this little trend line here. This probably is going to fail and continue to break down. All right, so I'm looking for that breakdown now in IWM and lower prices. Going to the daily, most likely I think we fail. There's this downtrend line right here on the daily chart. And, I think most likely we come down and fail here. So we'll have to watch for that, but definitely looking for some lower prices. On the triple Qs, here's your tech sector. This was, we pretty much got to my final target that I had when I started calling for this rally a couple weeks ago. We had this downtrend line here, and basically my zone of my final target was right there. It is about 329.50. And you can see that we're, it's close enough. It's why hold out for the last little bit if everybody's looking at this one level, oftentimes they'll step in early. So that might be where we're at. You can see this downtrend line's right there, about 327. Today we got up to 326.30. That's pretty much a hit right there. So I don't think we're going much higher in triple Qs. You'll also see here on the hourly chart, negative divergence on the RSI, and that's been extending for quite a while right there. That's the negative divergence that remains, and then on the PPO, it's basically from right here. So we have both negative divergence on the charts, running into that key level of resistance. I think that's the end of the rally, guys. Now, maybe for the next day or two, we chop around. That's completely possible. I just don't think we're going up too much more. Pretty limited. And the CPI comes out on Wednesday, I believe. So that could be the catalyst for a big move down. Maybe the CPI comes in hot, and then the market sells off because the Fed's going to have to continue to hike rates. I don't know. But we're at big resistance here, so I suspect we fail. If I'm right about this being the end of a bear market rally, and we're going to continue in the bear market, then my target for this next move down is right here at 237.55. That's your pre-COVID highs right there. I think we're going to get a nice reaction there. Additionally, if I go to the weekly chart on triple Qs, you can see, if we do that, we're going to be breaking the long-term bull trend in triple Qs. So here is coming off 2009 lows. We got support kind of through here, support unit right there. Again, these breaks, this break and this break, were 2 times that the Fed stepped in and reversed course. They were hiking rates, and they started, here's COVID, they did money pumping. Here they were hiking rates, they did the Powell pivot is what they're calling it, where he said, oh, we're not going to hike, and they started cutting. And if we get down to that target, we will then break that long-term bull trend in triple Qs. It would be the signal that we have started a longer-term bear market that's not going to just reverse on a dime. It's going to last years. And before it's all said and done, potentially go a lot lower. But that's what I'm looking for, kind of give you guys the short-term read and then maybe the little bit longer-term read. And then we'll see where we end up at the end of it. Tesla. All right, so Tesla was, I covered my Tesla short on Friday. Let me show you why. All right, we had this trend line right here, this upward trend line. And on Friday, we sold right down to the trend line support. So that's where we were likely going to get a reaction. So I covered my short there. And it's pretty much behaving exactly like I'm thinking. So we did get the reaction. If I go to the hourly chart, boom, they move it higher. They're now starting to sell it. What I'm waiting for now at this point in time before taking another position is the break of the trend line. The break of this trend line, this is the hourly chart here, but the break of the trend line will be the sell signal for a more sustained move down. My target, if I get the break of the trend line, going back to the daily chart, is on Tesla is all the way down here, 550. All right, it's about 555 or so, somewhere right in there. So that would be my longer term target if we get the break in this trend line. All right, going back to the hourly, you can see we're heading down there, but we haven't broke yet. So keep an eye on that. Negative divergence on the hourly here on both momentum indicators telling me that we should break, but we just don't have it yet, so I have to wait. ARK Innovation Fund. All right, so this one has rallied into resistance. You can see support here was resistance, and there we are right there, right at about 52.18. So we're getting a pullback at this level. This could continue to run, but the thing is, with the triple Qs being at major resistance, I don't think there's too much more to go here. This might be the end of this run here on ARK. Just want to point that out. We're at resistance. On the hourly, negative divergence right there. And, basically right there as well, down below. All right, so that is just setting us up for, a pullback or a move down. Eli Lilly, LLY, active short trade here. Our sell signal came right here, and we're continuing to sell down. So everything looks good here. I think we're heading down to this 283.85, 284 area of support before we get a bounce. So still looking for more downside there. From where we're at now, that's still a drop of another about 5.5%. So looking for that one to continue lower. Looking over at gold and really specifically the gold miners GDX continuing to move higher. So again, it does look like we had that buy signal last week. So basically bullish falling wedge here, bullish divergence on the momentum, and we had a buy signal come last week. Now it was kind of a drifting buy signal. It broke out, just drifted sideways basically. Today though, we're gapping up. As long as we can hold this gap right up in here and really hold here, just looks like this is going to continue higher from my perspective. So I like this price action. GDX and the miners in general are looking pretty good. Here's this one, First Majestic. So I pointed out a buy signal on this one back on the 28th. From that buy signal, this is up. If you took it at the end of the day, it's up 14% in a matter of just, a little bit more than a week. So still looking good, breaking higher today. Probably going to come into some resistance up here at about 920, up to 940. Zone of resistance right there. So I suspect we'll get a pullback up there, but looks good so far. So, and just a lot of these in general are looking pretty good. So this one was pointed out on the Saturday live stream, but this one's a decent setup for a short trade. MELI. We're looking at a daily chart. You can see here I've got a downtrend, resistance, resistance, resistance. They gapped it up over the downtrend right here over the last couple days. But to me, it looks like stop rate action. Looks like we're going to probably, there's the potential for an island cluster reversal pattern. So we're up here, gapped up above the trend line, running right into the 200-day moving average and struggling right in here. If they gap it down one of these days, then we will have that island cluster reversal. That would be your island right here, and that would be the reversal or the sell signal. The gap down would be. And the way you play it is you just take the short and then just set a stop slightly above these highs here. But I'd be looking for the next leg lower. Probably down here to this area again, down to this support zone of about 634. Okay, so that's a potential trade setup. When I look at the hourly on this one, you can see the price action that we've had right up in here. We've got negative divergence that's been starting to show up on the momentum indicator. So I'm looking for that gap down. You get that gap down, that's going to be your island cluster reversal. And those are pretty good setups. So there's a potential trade idea. Okay, guys, I'm going to get the video out. Drop me a thumbs up. Join the membership if you're interested. We should be, I'm going to continue to look at ways to add value there and try to get that set up in nice and cleanly. So let me know if you are a member, if there's other ways you want me to deliver value. I'm open to all options and looking at everything, but and then check out the course. Take the course if you haven't done so. That's just that's kind of trading 101. That's going to get you primed for understanding these concepts, for being able to pick out these ideas, and being able to start building this skill set for yourself. So link in the description below on that. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.